Welcome to another Black Myth Wukong boss tutorial video, and in today's video we are at the end of the webbed hollow in chapter 4, taking down the violet spider. In this video we're going to go over her moveset, some of the build that we use, and then we'll get into the actual fight on how we take her down. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey.
I'll chop his heart, slice his liver, and make you eat them!
Well, to get the obvious out of the way, she's a spider, so look out for web attacks. If they hit you, you're going to be stuck to the ground and not able to use any of your abilities for a moment. And the web attacks can get pretty intense. If you see this coming at you, dodge towards it to escape. She can also spit pools of acid on the ground like this, or launch homing acid poison shots like that. When you see her burrow into the ground like this, she's got a giant AoE acid attack she's about to unleash. After she burrows into the ground and does her AoE acid attack, she almost always follows it up with her deadlights. And if you're staring at the deadlights when it happens, the entire room is going to get covered in webs, you're going to move slower, and she's going to move faster. If you do see yourself getting caught in the deadlights, one of your options could be to transform into Guan Chi the Firewolf. He'll still get stuck in the webbing, but you can use his heavy attack to instantly teleport to the violet spider. Plus, she's highly flammable. You want to try to set her on fire during this fight. Of course, the best option, if you know that the deadlights are coming, is to stop targeting her, don't look at her, and run away to the other side of the arena. This will give you a little time to heal up, and when the screen shakes real violently, then you'll know that she's done her attack. After that shake, you're good to head back into the fight. Our main attack against her is going to be the Falcon Hermit and his Frost Tornado. Once this hits her a few times, it's going to freeze her in place, and then once she's frozen in place, you want to run in and hurry and use your staff spin against her body to quickly rebuild your ki and your focus points for a huge attack. The other option we have to freeze her is your Immobilize spell. Using this after she's frozen once has a good chance of fully recharging the Falcon Hermit and getting you up to 4 focus points. Although if you immobilize her and her body's too high up in the air to hit, you're only going to be able to hit her legs and it's not going to be nearly as effective. I would also use the Wind Tamer Vessel because this will knock her to the ground. Not down for long, but it can also interrupt some of her big attacks. Now let's talk about the build. We're going to fully upgrade Immobilize, Cloud Step, and a Pluck of Many. I had trouble landing heavy attacks with the Smash and Pillar stance, so we're going to upgrade Thrust stance and use the Chew by Spear. Make sure your staff spin is fully upgraded and your mana, and then you can use the rest of your points for however you like. For armor though, we're using the Bronze set because having all 4 pieces equipped greatly reduces the cooldown of our Immobilize spell. The fight always starts the same way. She's going to start by launching these web attacks. If you don't want to get stuck to the ground, make sure you roll forward at this point. Now that she's finished her first attack, we're going to start ours with, of course, the Falcon Hermit and our Frost Tornado. Once the Frost Tornado freezes her, run up to her body and start using your staff spin. This is going to quickly build up ki to recharge the Falcon Hermit and your focus points. Not all the way though, so we're going to fill in the gap by using Immobilize right afterwards, getting right back up there with our staff spin until we fully recharge the Falcon Hermit. Now that the Falcon Hermit's recharged, we're going to use it again, get that Frost Tornado out there, and wait for her to be frozen. Then when she is, we can run up and fully recharge our focus points up to 4 and get more ki to get the Falcon Hermit back out here. Here's where I make my first big mistake by going into Cloud Step when it wasn't needed, but also not using my heavy attack for Unveiling Strike. That's the whole point of Cloud Step, is to be able to get in free heavy attacks against the boss. Now since we've gotten rid of the first third of her life, we're ready to focus on the second third, and that's when we're going to bring out the Pluck of Many. These guys have the ability to mobilize to help you get in more hits, plus you can send out your Frost Tornado to hopefully freeze the spider. She started going into the ground like this, so I was going to run away because I knew the big attack was coming, but that was my second mistake. Look, she's frozen. I could have stayed there with my duplicates and we could have done a ton more damage before running away. So now I'll run back to attack her, and look, her eyes are lighting up. The deadlight attack didn't even happen. We wasted so much time, and my point is, don't run away until you see the deadlights. When the deadlights actually do happen, the screen's gonna shake like this. After that, you know you're safe to turn around and start fighting her again. And now that we've removed the second third of her life, it's time to remove the last third by using our Guan Chi transformation. And that was my next big mistake. I totally missed that heavy fire attack, didn't catch her on fire. If I had, this fight would be over in no time. We still have a little mana though, so we can immobilize her, which I totally used at the wrong time and could only get a couple hits in on her leg here. And for my final mistake, I'll use the last of my mana to go into Cloud Step, and then once again, not charge a full focus 3 heavy attack to finish the fight. Now we're gonna have to do this the hard way. And that, my friends, is how a monkey very sloppily takes down a violet spider. She's gonna escape from this fight, but at least she's not sending thousands of spider babies after us. Your reward for the fight is the spider leg, which after this we can craft into an incredible staff. If you have any other tips or strategies for this fight, please leave them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and obey.